Okay, so in rational expression, one thing you should understand is how to factor the polynomials using the different factoring method. But before we proceed to the factoring methods, let me refresh or have a review of the special products, which are the opposites of the factoring methods. So what are those special products? So first, we have the squaring of a binomial. Second, we have the squaring of trinomial. Third is the product of sum and difference. And the fourth one is cube of binomial. So I will also teach you on how to use the FOIL method, because FOIL method is the one of the most used multiplication method of polynomials. So what are those special products? Yung special products, those are the special forms of algebra expressions whose products are readily seen. Ito yung isang kita mo pa lamang is sasabihin mo, okay, alam ko na ang sagot. So yun yung mga special products. Wala na siyang mahaba pang proseso, basta pinaka-shortcut siya ng multiplying of polynomials. Okay, so let me start by the squaring of binomial. Paano ba yung square of binomial? So we have the x plus y quantity squared. Kaya siya squaring a binomial, naka-quantity squared or nakakulong sa parenthesis, then naka-raise siya sa 2 yung ating given. So ang unang gagawin dyan, we should square the first term. Ano ba yung first term? So our first term is x. So paano siya? So we need to square. So we have x squared. And then the second, 2 times the product of the first and the second term. So let us see, what is the product of x and y? The first term is x and the second term is y. So what is the product of x and y? So let us assume that, let us multiply x times y is equal to xy. So, and then the last step is square the last term. So what is the last term? So the last term is y. So squaring the last term, we have y squared. Okay, so let us try with binomials with numbers. So for example, we have x plus 5 quantity squared equals. So, ang sabi dyan, square the first term. So, square natin. So, square ng x is x squared. Next, sabi dyan, 2 times. 2 times, ang product daw nung dalawang term. So, ano ba yung first term and second term? So, we have x times 5. So, we have 5x. And then, again, square the last term. So, what is the last term? Our last term is 5. So, we have 5 squared. So, simplifying, let us simplify. Our answer should be x squared plus 2 times 5 is 10x plus 5 squared is 25. And that is the squaring of a binomial. Again, ang unang gagawin is square the first term, multiply the two terms, then times 2, always times 2 kasi naka-square tayo, and then square the last term. So another example, let me give you a negative number. So we have x minus 7 squared. So una ulit, square the first term. So we have x squared. Then, automatic yon yung 2 natin. So, plus 2 times. So, i-multiply natin. Ano ba yung first term? Ang first term natin is x and ang second term natin is negative 7. So, x times negative 7 is negative 7x. And then, for the last process, we have plus 7 negative 7 squared kasi yun yung last term. So, simplified natin, our answer should be x squared minus 2 times negative 7x is negative 14x. Then 7 times 7, negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49. So therefore, our answer is x squared minus 14x plus 49. Okay, so then the next special product is the square ng trinomial. So here, na square ng trinomial, madali mong maimumultiply or may squared ang isang given trinomial. Hindi yung magmamano-mano ka pa para lamang ma-solve kung ano yung naandun sa given polynomial. So, ang una natin gagawin is square all the first, the second, and the third term. Ibig sabihin, so yung x, this is x, this is our first term, 2y is our second term, and negative 3z is our third term. So, ang una daw natin gagawin is square muna natin siya lahat. So, squared, x squared natin ang first term, and then we have 2y also squared natin. Then, squared din natin yung negative 3z. Okay. So, pagkatapos nun, ang sunod naman natin gagawin is plus 2 times the first and the second term. First and second, so we have x times 2y. Next, so we have 2 times the first term and the second term. Next, another plus 2. So, eto naman, the first and the last term. So, ang first natin is x, and the last term is negative 3z. And the last step is 2 times the second, which is 2y, and the last term, which is negative 3z. Okay, simplifying, we have x squared. Just copy the x squared. What is the squared of 2y? Squared of 2y is 2y times 2y. So we have plus 4y squared. Next, negative 3z times negative 3z. So negative times negative is positive. 3 times 3 is 9. And then our answer is positive 9z squared. Okay, next. So, multiply 2 times x, we have 2x. 2x times 2y is positive 4xy. Next, 2 times x is positive 2x times negative 3z is 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Then, just copy the given variable, which are x and z. Next, for the last term, so we have 2 times 2y is 4y times negative 3z. So 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Then again, just copy the variables. So we have y, z. So therefore, by using the squaring by trinomial, so, nakuha natin sagot is x squared plus 4y squared plus 9z squared plus 4xy minus 6xz minus 12yz. Again, umpisahan ko ha, paano nga ba ulit nakuha ang squaring of a trinomial? So, first, ang ginawa natin is square first, the first, second, and the third terms. So, yun yung x, 2y, and negative 3z. And then, naka-constant yung 2 natin. 2 times the first and the second. The first is x and the second is 2y. And then, the next is 2 times the value of the first term, which is x, and the value of the last term, which is negative 3z. Okay? Next, we have 2 times the value of the second term, which is 2y, and the value of the third term, which is negative 3z. And then again, we simplify. So now we have the answer for the squaring of a trinomial. Okay, next. So this special product is one of the easiest special product. So, halimbawa, ang given natin is x plus 2y and another x minus 2y. So, kapag ka ganito ang given, so parehas yung kanyang terms, magkaiba lamang yung kanyang sign, isang positive, isang negative. So, ang pinakamadali lang ito, ang gagawin na lang natin dito, multiply the first term. So, we have the first terms, ito. Multiply, ito, yung sign. And then, multiply the last term. Okay, so gawin natin. Multiply the first term. So, we have x times x is x squared. Next, positive times negative is negative. 2y times 2y is 2 times 2, 4, 4y squared. And that is the answer. Another. So, kahit pa yan ay 3x plus 4y and 3x minus 4y. So, again, multiply the first terms, itong dalawang nasa unahan. So, 3 times 3 is 9. X times x is x squared. Next, positive times negative is negative. Then, 4 times 4 is 16. Y times y is y squared. And that is the easiest special product among the four. So, ang tawag dito, product of sum and difference. Okay, the next one is the cube of a binomial. So, what is a cube of a binomial? So, for example, I have the given x plus 2 and then we need to get the cube of x plus 2. So, ang unang gagawin, cube the first term. So, again, our first term is x. So, x cube. Next, anong sunod na gagawin? So, dahil tayo cubing, naka-constant naman yung 3. Kanina, dun sa ating squaring, dahil squaring nga siya, ang naka-constant natin is 2. Dito, dahil tayo cubing, naka-constant dito is 3. So, 3 times the product of the square of the first term and the second term. So, paano po yun? So, halimbawa, naka-constant yung 3. Then, squared mo yung first term. Ang square ng first term ay x squared. And then, multiply mo siya doon sa second term. Okay. Ulitin ko. First, cube the first term. Ang first term natin is x. Then, plus 3 times the square of the first term. Ang square ng first term natin is x squared. Then, multiply by the second term. Next, we have 3, the constant, then the value of the first term, and then the squared of the second term. Okay. Dito sa unahan natin, sa padalawa nating terms, ang naka-square dito is yung first term natin, which is x. Dito naman, sa padalawa, sa patatlo, ang naka-squared naman natin is yung last term, which is 2. And then the last step is plus, is cube the last term. So, ang last term natin is 2. So, we have 2 cube. So, simplifying, we have x cube plus 3 times 2, 6. So, we have 6x squared plus 3 times x is 3x. Then, 2 squared is 4. Plus, our 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2. So, that is 8. So, madami nagkakamali na kapag ginawang 2 cube, ang ginagawa ng iba is 2 times 3, which is 6. So, hindi yon. Ang ibig sabihin ng 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay. So, simplify yung further. Meron pa tayo. So, we have x cube plus 6x squared plus 3 times 4, 3 times, first muna, 3 times x, 3x, times 4 is 12x, and then just copy 8. So, this is the answer on the cubing of a binomial. Pwede naman ito na gawin na long method. Ang gagawin dyan is x plus 2 times x plus 2. Kukuhanin mo muna ang sagot nila. Then, after mo makuha ang sagot, i-multiply mo ulit siya sa x plus 2. How about naman kapag may negative? So, anong gagawin natin? So, magbibigay ako ng halimbawa, 2x minus 3y. Then, we have to cube it. Okay. So, anong gagawin natin? Ang una, ang sabi, cube the first term. Our first term is 2x. So, we have to cube. Then, plus. Mamaya na lang natin baguhin ang sign sa final answer. So, plus muna tayo with a constant 3. And then, square of the first term. Square muna natin yung first term. Multiply natin dun sa second term, which is negative 3y. Again, 3 times the square of the first term times the second term. Next, we have again the constant 3 times the first term, which is 2x, and the square of the last term, which is negative 3y, then squared. So, negative 3y and squared. Okay. Next, plus cube the last term. So, negative 3y cube. So, let us answer. Simplify natin. 2x times 2x times 2x or 2x cube is 8x cube. Next, simplify natin. 3 times 2x times 2. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. So, again, times 3y. Plus, 3 times 2 is 6x. And then, negative 3y squared is 9y squared. And then, again, negative 3y times negative 3y times negative 3y is negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Positive 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. So, therefore, our last term is negative 27y cube. Okay. So, simplifying, our answer should be 8x cube. Then, 3 times 4 is 12. 12x squared times negative 3. 12 times negative 3 is negative 36. Then, just copy the variables. 3x squared y. And then, next, 6 times 9 is 54. So, we have 54x y squared. And just copy the sign, the last term, which is minus 27y cube. Okay, so that is the final answer. So, dito, kung mapapansin ninyo, pag ang given is binomial is positive, lahat ng kanyang sagot is positive. Pero kung ang given naman niya ay negative, may negative siya, ang final answer natin is positive, negative, positive, negative. And then, for the last, the trial and error. So, ito yung pin-foil method. Not the trial and error. Ang trial and error is the factoring method na ang kabaligtaran niya sa special product ay itong foil method. So, for example, we have x minus 5 times x plus 2. So, foil method. First, ito, first. And then, outer, yung nasa labas na dalawa, ito. And then we have the inner, ito. And then we have the last. Kaya siya tinawag na foil method. So we have first, outer, inner, and last. Okay. So multiply natin first. So x times x, we have x squared. Next, so we have the outer, x times positive 2 is plus 2x. And then, inner, negative 5 times x is negative 5x. And then the last is negative 5 times positive 2, negative 10. Okay. So here, napapansin natin, may common variable ito. So we need to simplify it. So we have x squared minus 2 times 2 minus 5. So we have negative 3x minus 10. So that is the final answer. Okay, another example for the FOIL method multiplication. So for example, 3x minus 5 times 2x plus 3. Okay. So first, we have 3x times 2x. Then we have the outer. Ang outer natin is 3x times 3. And then we have the inner, which is negative 5 times 2x. And then we have the last, which is negative 5 times positive 3. So, kuhanin natin ang product ng mga kinuha natin na FOIL. So, 3 times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times 3 is 9x. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10x. And negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Okay. So, simplifying, may parehas na ulit tayo. So, 9 minus 10. So, we have negative 1 or negative x. So, para makuha natin ang sagot, so, pag samasamahin natin, so we have 6x squared minus x minus 15. So, those are the special products and also the FOIL method that we can use in solving or in factoring the rational expressions in the next lessons. So, makikita natin, itong inaral natin na special products at saka product, makikita natin siya doon sa ating different kinds of factoring method.